Okay, I'm gonna set those here. I'm gonna get this here. We're gonna experiment, because really we got this recipe from a video, so there's no instructions really.
Yeah. Basically, you just take spaghetti, you put it in the egg roll wrapper.
Oh my God. Madison, you and your amazing Tupperware.
Thank you.
I'm not dogging it because it's good. It keeps that airtight.
It's airtight.
Now opening it, not so good for me.
Yeah.
I'm not so smart. Okay. So, go ahead. I'm so sorry. Did I interrupt what you were saying?
I don't know, because I can't remember what I was saying. Can we move the trash?
Oh, move the trash away. Oh, so, look at that. See, that was in the shot. I did not even... Yes, I will be happy to move that. Yes, I did not even notice that because it was very ugly. There we go. That's better. Okay, so I got my water, got that. We got some cheese. We're going to experiment different types of cheeses. That is pretty hot.
Cheeses.
Okay. Cheeses. Okay, some spaghetti right in there. And again, my goal is to not overfill it, but no promises.
And that's why we have a lot, just in case. A lot of wrappers, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna try that amount first. What do you think? Yay, nay?
That's a good, yeah,
Okay.
that's a good amount. Oh, big note. Why we didn't make the spaghetti live for you is because the TikTok video said the spaghetti has to be cooled off.
Yeah.
So that's why I made it ahead of time, and I'd been in the fridge, so.
We think it might have to do with the way it fries.
Yes.
Let me add some mozzarella. Okay, now I'm gonna take my wrapper and I'm wet the edges. I think this is what I'm supposed to do. And I like to take it from the corners and then wrap, and then wrap, get some more water, get those edges nice and tight, and then roll. Guys, I don't want to brag.
I don't want to boast, but
that looks like a really good egg roll. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm getting that nice and there we go. It's sealed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it in this cute little basket over here because we're going to try our basket to fry the egg rolls.
A little less mess, a little less noise, a little less noise.
Oh gosh, that was a lot. Oh, sorry, that might be too much. I said I was going to be rational, and look at me being irrational with the spaghetti.
That's just who you are, Jeremy.
I know, the spaghetti. And we're putting a little mozzarella, and we're putting some of your mozzarella pearls that you got for the other recipe we used this week.
Yes, because when you got it, why not use it?
They're those mozzarella pearls, that's just a good snack on its own.
Yeah.
So
well,
good.
here's the other thing, Jeremy. We've got one more small tomato in there. We got balsamic drizzle, and you got the mozzarella bells.
That's
if you need a snack
meal.
after.
I'm just saying, that is. I'm happy with that. Okay, so I'll take this, wrap that, take the sides in.
And I'm just chopping lettuce, so I'm not that exciting over here.
I think you're La Scala-ing it right now.
I'm La Scala.
I have a friend that lives in New Orleans named La Sala, Diana La Sala.
La Sala, hi, shout out
no,
Diana.
Diana
She
La
on
Sala.
Bourbon Street, you think, this week?
Oh, she's the one I went to Mardi Gras with because she's a native, you know?
Uh-huh.
And she's taught me the ropes.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm gonna see how many I can fit in here. Oh, we may only be able to fit 2 at a time. Is that okay? What if I get these in and start making
Yeah,
more?
let's
see how many we can make.
test it. Okay. Now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Maddie, that looks so good. That worked perfectly.
Perfect.
Now, since it didn't have any instructions, I don't know how long to cook it.
Till golden brown.
Okay, that makes actual sense. So
whatever's in there is already cooked, so we should be good. And there's no meat, so
yeah, it's already pre-cooked. We just need a glossy golden brown.
Yeah.
The good news is we'll have plenty of time for it to cool off so we can eat it.
Yeah.
Because
this is super random.
What?
Have you ever had fried meatballs? Is that a thing?
Is that a thing?
I don't know, but it just came into my head.
Could we make it?
I feel like we should try and make it.
Fried, so you'd batter them and then deep fry them?
And then deep fry them, yeah.
Okay.
And put them in like Italian panko, right?
Well, I'm not saying no to that.
I think we should try it.
Fried meatballs.
Okay.
That sounds intriguing.
I'm gonna try and do it very thinly sliced, how you did the other day, but don't get mad at me if I can.
Oh, I'm not gonna get mad. I love onion anyway. Is that onion? Yeah, onion.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I never knew how much I loved rolling egg rolls and or burritos.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing.
Look at this. Look at this.
Okay, those are picture
Is that picture perfect?
Here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna grab
yes. Sorry, I
really
forgot to put the paper down. Look at this. Okay. That looks unbelievably gorgeous. Holy moly, we may need, I have those other tongs right there, Mad. if you want to gently set this. Yep, there we go. Look, oh my God. Oh gosh, is it? Oh, it's stuck. Okay. Okay, oh, well. We may have,
Okay, we're gonna have to workshop that.
Here, I'm gonna workshop this.
Yes, and I'm
It was really nice though, good idea. Oh gosh, it's falling apart, okay.
Okay, you guys, more dishing it after this.
Ah!
We were going so well, and then this roadblock.
I'm gonna let that
figure it out.
cool, and then we'll set some more in there.
Okay, perfect.
How did that happen?
Serving the Ozarks. Thursdays on Ozarks First.
It's your home. Make it perfect with Ozarks Home Experts. At Mid-America Specialty Markets, they're experts in home, auto, and business insurance. They take the time to understand what matters most to you. Mid-America Specialty Markets, an Ozarks First Ozarks Home Experts partner.
New country.
New country.
New country.
94.7 KTTS.
From the born in the cut till the day that I'm dust. I'ma stay country or die trying.
The Ozarks New Country.
You get what's left of me, 'cause she got the best of me.
Set your number one preset in the car to 94.7 KTTS.
Last week, don't know what happened, but she bound to happen to me.
Springfield's #1 for New Country.
94.7 KTTS.
If you've been searching for an alternative to suffering with dentures, I've got a great solution for you. I'm Dr. Grant Olson, and at Innovative Dental Implant Center, an Innovative Implant Smile will give you back the smile that you love and let you eat the foods you want with a premium set of natural-looking teeth screwed in on implants that doesn't come in and out. To learn more about this life-changing Innovative Implant Smile, visit innovativeimplantsmile.com or give us a call at 417-889-4746.
Leaky pipes, clogged drains, toilet or water heater troubles, all could be signs of bigger problems. Junior's Plumbing, your residential plumbing experts, are here to help. Fast, honest, and reliable service at reasonable prices. Always done right the first time. From drips to disasters, we fix it all. We're also offering low price specials on water heater replacements. Call Junior's Plumbing today or scan the toilet. Don't despair. Junior's there.
Thanks, Junior's Plumbing.
Yahtzee Custom Structures, a trusted barn builder since 2005. We specialize in post-frame buildings and custom-built homes. So if you're looking for a long-lasting and well-designed pole barn, a custom-built home, a hobby shop, or an elegant and durable barn dominium, give us a call. We even do commercial properties. We offer fully staffed crews to ensure customers' projects will be started and finished within a reasonable time frame. And we stock our own quality lumber and supplies, so there are no delays with third-party vendors. Your next building is closer than you think with Yahtzee Custom Structures.
Monday, it's TV's #1 new drama.
Loyalty's everything.
See how his story began with a riveting new episode.
You've been hiding something.
Monday on Ozarks First, Fox 49.
Braden Smith leads Purdue. Got it! Against rival Indiana.
Friday on Ozarks First, Fox 49.
One has to wonder what the trajectory of Michael's life would have been like had he not been burned in 1984.
And after that, he started developing this addiction.
Every single aspect of his life was impacted, and not in a good way.
Tonight on Ozarks First, Fox 49.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Dishing It. We are making these spaghetti egg rolls, and not to pat ourselves on the back, but they're coming out pretty nice. Jeremy's gonna cover them with some garlic butter, and I'm gonna continue making this La Scala chopped salad. I've got almost half an onion done. So.
Okay, so this one right here that I'm tapping, that was the one that got stuck in the basket, so it doesn't look as pretty. But these two we made during the commercial, because we want to see how many egg rolls we can make. They actually turned out really nicely just by putting them in the pot. So there we go. Okay, that looks beautiful.
Yes.
I have turned the oil down because it got so hot. I don't want to burn them.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, that already looks good, Maddie, that salad.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
Do what?
There we go. I just was worried about cutting myself.
I'm not kidding. Next time I make spaghetti, I'm gonna keep the leftovers and do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, eat spaghetti for dinner, keep leftovers, and then make egg rolls.
Oh.
I think the kids would love
Genius.
that. Not my kids, 'cause I don't have any. But your kids, and your future
You're
child.
the kid, Jeremy. You would love it. But yes.
Ma'am. Okay. Oh, this is very therapeutic, too, actually. Making egg rolls. I feel like I'm in a shop and just cooking my life away. Just
cooking and cooking and cooking. All right, I'm trying to get this salami like spread out nicely so it looks appetizing on his salad.
And you were compartmentalizing, didn't you say that before the show? Like, should we make it in little compartments?
Yes, I am making sure that it kind of each has its own little segment or section, if you will.
Which is a great idea.
And I'm gonna have to use the rest of this, so there we go.
I think our PA Sam ditched us.
I think he did. He said,
he's
"You know
mad.
what? I'm done with these fools.
He's like, these people.
These hooligans.
Now, we will be, if we forget something, we will be yelling his name. Just for fun.
Sam! Samuel! Okay.
There we go, okay. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Very nice, okay. I'll say that for your treat.
Thank you. We've been snacking on the salami.
I'm sorry. I mean, when it's there, you just,
I mean,
you
come
gots
on.
to.
It's like we have a little mini charcuterie here happening.
Yes.
Okay. I found that doing them 2 at a time kind of is, okay, please don't burn. There we go.
And with our defunct can opener, I'm gonna spend the next 5 hours trying to get this can of chickpeas open.
Perfect.
That's something we should put on
Our list. At one point, that was called the good can opener.
Yeah, now we've somehow ruined it.
And we go more spaghetti. There we go. Okay, I think the temp is better. Yeah, and the reason we're putting garlic butter on it is because it's spaghetti. So it's kind of like you're making a garlic bread, if you will.
Yeah.
With the spaghetti, but we're putting the garlic on the egg roll. We think it's going to taste phenomenal. How could you go wrong? But I don't. There we go.
If this is my demise today, oh my goodness.
The demise. See, we want the outsides to be brown, but we don't want, and the insides to be cooked. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just started pouring the chickpeas into here. And, sorry, I thought I was back home and in my own kitchen, just working away. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, the goal is to get the insides of the egg rolls warm, because it was cold, but you don't want it, the outside to burn. But I think the temp is okay now, right? It doesn't look too over. Oh, and you said this is the Kardashian salad?
The Kardashians kind of made it super popular.
Thoughts?
Okay. Now I'm just going to,
Okay.
Now I'm going to go in with mozzarella cheese and just, absolutely. Oh my gosh, Jeremy,
beautiful.
look at that.
That's a gorgeous shot right there.
Hello.
Give us some more butter.
All right. And then we can add more if we would like. So, with that, our La Scala salad is done.
Oh, perfect. I may need your help in a minute then.
Okay.
We might need another plate with paper towels for more egg rolls.
Okay.
I'm running out of room.
I can do that.
I didn't realize how many I'd be making, but this is...
Just get behind
Oh,
you
yep.
real
So sorry. So sorry. There we go. Oh, look at this. Now, I don't know. The shot they just took, I don't know if they look as appetizing on TV as they do in real life, because they look really good in real life. Just saying.
Okay. Here's another.
Oh, thank you.
And if you want, I can take that.
These, yes. I have coated them in butter.
Okay.
And I may have you butter the new ones as they come out, if that's all right.
Yes, I'm just gonna set them to the side. Do you mind if I douse them with a little bit of Parmesan cheese?
Oh, great idea.
Is that okay?
Do it. And do you need to make a dressing?
I do.
Okay. No, I just remembered that. We have plenty of time. We have plenty of time. I just was like, I forgot there's a dressing.
Oh, yeah.
That looks phenomenal.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, for the dressing.
By the way, I'll say it before I'll say it again. I haven't even tasted these yet, but why don't they have these on menus at restaurants?
I know. They've got like the Southwest egg rolls, the avocado egg rolls, spaghetti egg rolls.
Where's the Cheesecake Factory when you need them?
Come on, step up. We want the spaghetti egg rolls.
Spaghetti egg rolls. It's a new trend, guys.
And what we're also gonna do is heat up some marinara as a dipping sauce.
Oh, that's right.
For extra dipping. So. Whoa, you okay?
It just slipped out of my hand. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
I'm good.
I'm totally fine.
Okay.
There is
get hit?
There is oil everywhere on that side. Thank the Lord it did not hit me.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that thing just slipped out of my hand. I mean, user error is my fault, but everybody's good. Everybody's fine, guys.
We're fine.
Okay, there's a lot of oil there. We'll just have to clean that up. Okay. Sorry about that. Wowza.
As long as you're okay, I'm okay, we're good.
We're
no
good.
one was hurt in the making of these egg rolls.
Holy moly, though.
Imagine that be our legacy.
That kind of is my legacy, just destroying things on TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at these.
So I'm going to do a cup of extra virgin olive oil, then about a half a cup of red wine vinegar.
Trying to clean up a little bit as I go, sorry.
Shake this up a little bit.
Oh gosh, that was oil everywhere. Well, the cooktop is slippery.
Slippery when cooking.
It's a little slippery. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's something. Okay, good.
Okay. And then, let me see here. 4 teaspoons of Dijon. There we go. So we'll get 1 teaspoon. So.
Oh, 30 seconds in this one. That's good.
Okay.
We're doing really good on time this week. I hate to jinx us, but we're really doing well.
I know.
Doing really well.
2. Okay.
Okay, fishing it. Okay, guys, Maddie's gonna keep working. Well, we'll probably wait till the next.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna keep frying up some amazing egg rolls, and we'll try this all when we get back. So don't go anywhere. More fun on Dishing It after this.
Matt Hefner on Ozarks First. First in weather. First for you.
I got some ideas.
Okay.
Time out? No. Time in. I feel like mascots should affect the over-under. Ooh. Betting in space?
All customers choose your own reward today.
This year, treat yourself at Creative Audio. You deserve it. Your home is your castle, so give your music incredible style and fill the room with music by upgrading your home audio listening experience. Kick back and relax and feel the purity of sound and new acoustics that you've never heard before. Only at Creative Audio at any of our 7 locations.
It still feels like he's gonna walk right in and sit down for dinner.
I even made his favorite this week.
Are you okay, Mom? Are you sure you're ready to do this again so soon?
Honey, there's no place I'd rather be right now than here with family. I was just worried I wasn't going to be able to do this anymore with the cost of the funeral, and it was so unexpected. But your dad, he always had a plan.
What do you mean?
He had a guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policy from United of Omaha Life Insurance Company. It really helped me with the expenses, and the payment came so fast.
But how was he able to qualify? With his health issues?
With United of Omaha, there were no health questions or medical exams. His acceptance was guaranteed.
If you are between 45 and 85, you automatically qualify for up to $25,000 in life insurance coverage, starting at just $6.38 a month with United of Omaha. Your acceptance is guaranteed. You cannot be turned down for any reason, and benefits may be paid within 24 hours. Unlike some policies, United of Omaha benefits are payable from day one. With one quick call, you can qualify for up to $25,000 in life insurance coverage.
But aren't those policies expensive?
They had options for as little as $6.38 a month. Plus, it was so easy. I even signed up for a policy of my own, so you won't have to worry either. And with their rate lock guarantee, my rate is locked in for life. My coverage will never go down, and my premiums will never increase.
Help take care of your loved ones after you're gone with a guaranteed acceptance life insurance policy from United of Omaha today.
Call 800-616-7970. That's 800-616-7970. 800-616-7970. Call today.
Watch Ozarks First, live on your TV with exclusive originals.
The coolest thing ever. You're hearing this first on Ozarks First.
Ozarks First. First in news, first for you. Download the Ozarks First Plus streaming TV app free today.
Welcome back. Hey, take a look at just what came out fresh out of the oil. These beautiful pizza egg rolls with Parmesan. Look at that.
Fresh out the oil. Oh.
Fresh out the oil. That I spilt everywhere.
Those
set
look
that back
great.
there. Okay, I'm gonna make 2 more just because we have enough stuff and we have a little bit of time. Maddie, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm adding a half a cup of grated Parmesan Romano for the salad dressing. And then you want to reserve more for serving. And then some salt and pepper. And then we're gonna whisk it up and then put it all over the salad.
That sounds amazing. And guys, if you need to hire me to make egg rolls, egg roller, teach a class on it, I'm available.
He is definitely available.
I did not know how much I would love making these. Like, I'm really enjoying this.
Good,
The process
happy
is
you
happy.
are.
It's a happy thing for me. It's a happy thing.
Okay, now before I go and pour this, would you like to, dip and taste and see what
I
we
would be
might
happy
need?
to. That's nice.
Good?
I think so. What do you think?
I think it's good.
I think it's
once
delicious.
it's incorporated
Yeah.
with everything.
Okay, I'm gonna get these in the oven and then we can start dishing it up.
Hey, that's the name of the show.
I didn't even realize I did that.
I'm gonna put that to the side there. I'm gonna grab our beautiful salad.
Okay, now I'm gonna be very careful putting these in now because I've learned my lesson. Go slow.
Okay.
Okay. Scares me. Okay. There we go. Moving some of that.
Just need to plate some of these
Yes,
up. Now
looks gorgeous.
I will get
Here's,
the marinara.
I'm gonna set this over here. There we go. Oh, yes, the marinara. Oh no, this one did not stay together, but that's okay.
Are you gonna need to make another one? Or?
No, that's all right.
Okay.
We've got plenty.
No, I don't think we have enough
We don't
for the
have
two
enough.
of us. Cause I really burnt it.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
I hope Tom Turton's watching.
Yeah.
From the green room.
He's like, you're eating for two. Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna be in the basement real quick. Don't mind
You know what,
me.
Matt? Hey, can you put a little paper towel over that just in case it splatters?
Yes.
And if
I was
there's
actually
one right here too, if you want that.
Thank you.
You were actually what?
I was thinking that. I was like, we probably want something on it.
Just because who wants to clean that microwave? Oh no, it's not plugged in.
That's okay.
Sorry
Or
about
quick
that.
fix. Electrician Maddie on the job.
It is so hard not for me to eat these pearls. I just want to keep eating the pearls of mozzarella.
And I said you're gonna fill up, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you like me to do this? Do you want me to put the dressing on first, or
What if you dress it a little bit, toss it, and then we'll see if we need more dressing.
Okay.
But I'm glad you made that much dressing because you know we like dressing.
Oh, I doubled it.
Oh, good.
I said I see half. So we're gonna double.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go.
And do you need tongs? I think we have
I
an extra
will
pair.
need some tongs for
Or I can wipe these off. Oh, no, we have extra. We have extra.
Perfect. Okay. We got the beautiful shots of the salad, so here I go.
Taking out the final two, I've turned the oil off. And I'm going to lather with butter. That looks amazing. That looks great, man.
Thank you.
Cannot wait to try that.
Get it all incorporated. Yeah.
Nice.
My goodness.
Yes, yes, please. Yes,
We are
please, and
eating
thank you.
good in the Ozarks hood.
That is for sure. No problem.
Okay, perfect. So, with that,
Okay, look at that.
we're going to need some bowls
Okay, for salad.
for salad.
I'll get some forks, and then we have, I don't know how hot that is or not, but it probably doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, just bring it out.
Perfect. Bring it out. I've got our forks. Here we go. Look at this, guys. What a feast. This looks, I cannot wait to get into this.
I know. Me neither.
This, and these have probably been cooled long
either.
enough, right? We can just,
Yeah,
okay,
I
take
think
off my
so.
gloves. Yeah. Guys, we did it. Nailed it.
But I definitely
And-
want to try one of those coated in Parmesan, so I'm gonna do one of each.
Okay, no, go for it. Yeah.
But
So these two I just took out, but these two have been sitting for a little bit.
Okay.
Here, do you want do we need any plates or anything? I don't know. Here you go. Perfect.
Thank you. Was it
I'll try
hot?
this one. No, I was just being careful just in case.
Okay.
Oh, no, it feels good.
Feels good?
So cheers.
Cheers to that.
Should I dip?
Dip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. Now, can we ask for this camera? Thank you. It's already on us. You just took a bite. You went way too
so good. It is so good.
Remember the thumbnail we talked about?
Ready?
Ready? Okay.
Can you guys see the inside of that, though? Look at that. That is insane. Look how the cheese is melted, the spaghetti is not too hot. The garlic butter on top, fantastic.
Great call. And I have marinara all over me.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Sorry to our future guest in studio.
Oh, our breath's gonna be terrible.
And I'm gonna have stuff all over my face.
Okay, now we gotta get salad.
This is so good.
That is amazing.
I like the mozzarella pearl too.
Oh my gosh, that is so good. Can I get you some salad? This salad looks amazing.
They always say, never eat spaghetti on a first date. Put it in an egg roll.
Yeah.
Bring it to the first date.
I wonder why they say
Challenge that person.
Is it too hard to eat?
It's just, you know, you're sucking it up, you're slurping. It's not attractive.
Oh my god.
Stop it.
So good, Madison. Oh my gosh. That is a good salad.
I want all of this. Give me the fork.
She's eating out the bowl.
I'm eating out the bowl. Give me the tongs.
Holy
So
moly.
easy. So easy.
But
Oh
the
my
flavor profile, insane.
No wonder the Kardashians like this so much. That's fantastic.
This is a total win.
How easy, and like we're not stressed, I'm not sweating
No.
yet.
Except
So,
for the whole oil situation, we're good.
we're good.
I
Yeah.
cannot believe how good this is.
Like I don't even want to think of something to elevate it because it's already there.
So friends, if you're thinking, what is the recipe? Post the recipe. We didn't have a recipe to go off of. It's basically pre-make your spaghetti, put it in a wonton wrapper, roll it, fry it, put garlic butter, then a little Parmesan, dip it in some marinara, you're good as gold.
Because you're good as gold.
Sheena Shea.
Sheena Shea. Do you mind if I double dip?
No, I don't care.
I'm sorry.
I don't care.
I'm gonna go on this side to double dip.
Mm-mm.
I definitely think having the mozzarella, or excuse me, the marinara to dip. I like sauces, so.
Okay, I'm gonna rate first then, okay? This has exceeded my expectations. When Maddie sent me the video, I immediately knew we had to make it. This is so good, I'm giving it a 100 and a 100 for the salad. 200 total, deal with it.
Ooh. And honestly,
So good.
yeah, 100s across the board. I love the salad. I want to give this 200. Salad, 200. Those egg rolls, 100. I love the garlic butter and the Parmesan we added to it because
Oh my
that was
gosh.
not in the video.
No,
So, boom.
what a great addition. And I wouldn't have even thought about it because I'm like, oh, with spaghetti, you usually have garlic bread. So it's kind of like you're mixing the bread aspect
Exactly.
with the spaghetti.
You're really
and egg
making
roll.
it Italian.
Oh gosh, that's so good. Guys, we will post this, but again, if you want the recipe, just watch the video.
Okay.
Till next time, we're dishing it.
Mike Landis on Ozarks First. First in news, first for you.
I can't think because I'm hungry.
I can't heal because I'm hungry.
I can't, I'm hungry.
Least of These is so much more than food. We provide food, resources, and education to help our neighbors move from hungry to healthy. When you donate, volunteer, and advocate for Least of These, you are helping give families more than food. You're giving them hope.
Thank you for giving my family food.
Thank you for giving me healthy meals.
At In the Garden of Eden, we believe that love knows no boundaries. Ignite your passion and explore new heights of pleasure. In the Garden of Eden, your bedroom accessory headquarters. Visit In the Garden of Eden. Come take a bite.
If you live in Springfield, are covered by both Medicare and Medicaid, and have had changes to your Medicaid status, it's time to get to know the U Card, only from United Healthcare. It's a member ID card that can open doors to comprehensive and affordable coverage, and it's all yours when you join a United Healthcare Dual Complete plan. If you live in one of these Springfield area counties, you could get more benefits than original Medicare with this plan, all for a $0 monthly plan premium. To learn more, give us a call. With your U Card in hand, you can use the $278 credit you'll get every month to help pay for over-the-counter products like pain relievers, cold remedies, or your daily vitamins. The U Card can also be used to help pay for healthy foods and utilities for qualifying members. And as your member ID card, the United Healthcare U Card opens doors to a large network of Medicare Advantage providers, including doctors and specialists. Dual Complete also gives you a $2,500 dental allowance for covered services like cleanings, fillings, x-rays, and crowns, plus $0 copays for Tier 1 prescriptions, and $0 copays for 36 one-way trips to or from the doctor and pharmacy. It's not only a great way to get more benefits than original Medicare, but with United Healthcare by your side, you'll get our support every step of the way. So if you live in Springfield, see why more people with a dual special needs plan choose United Healthcare and get the United Healthcare U-Card. Use your credit on your U-Card every month to help pay for over-the-counter products, plus healthy food and utilities for qualifying members. All for a $0 monthly plan premium. So call or click to connect with us today to get the reliable all-in-one coverage of a United Healthcare Dual Complete plan.
Daybreak on Ozarks First. First in news, first for you.
And this is Mr. Joe Latour with Latour Asset Management. Good to see you once again.
You too, Tom.
I'm going to talk, I don't know if I've spoken with you about this before, but investing. What is the difference between active and passive investing? Because I've heard both terms.
Well, you know what? That's a really good question. I know I say that all the time because you always ask really good questions.
I try.
So let's just talk about this for a second. Okay, so passive investment, okay, when does that make sense for an individual? Passive investment would be investing in something like a passive index like the S&P 500.
Okay.
It's 500 of America's strongest companies. It is the backbone of America, and it is the benchmark of most indexes out there today.
Mm-hmm.
So either buying a mutual fund or the mutual fund of the 21st century, an exchange-traded fund that's more tax efficient than a mutual fund.
Okay.
Okay. Trades like a stock. There's many, many benefits of an ETF over a mutual fund. So an ETF that represents the entire S&P 500. You buy one ETF, you got 500 of America's strongest companies.
Okay.
Very, very reasonable cost-wise. And so if you're that young investor and you can't afford a lot of fees and different things like that, you can just hook to that benchmark through an ETF and let the backbone of America, 500 of America's strongest companies, carry you. And over time, the S&P outperforms everything.
Yes. Well, they always go. They look to the S&P.
Absolutely.
So that's just something where you're saying, I'm investing in everyone. I'm investing in the movement of the S&P, not individual.
Exactly.
All right. Now you described passive is aggressive. I mean, not aggressive, but active. Is that just the opposite?
Well, it can be aggressive. It depends upon the individual, right? It depends upon their risk tolerance and their goals and their objectives. But active investment is this. Okay, I would rather pay an advisor a fee because many times advisors were using investment models, and I would say, hey, think about using a fee-based portfolio to where you're paying a flat fee that is actively managed, okay, by certified financial analysts, by investment advisor representatives, that maybe a fee of 1%, between 1% and 2%, something like that. And regardless of how many times there's buying and selling that goes on in that active management, you're not paying the advisor a new fee. Okay, be careful about just buying front-end loaded funds and different things like that would leave room for an advisor to possibly what's called churn your account. In other words, you come into my office, I sell you a front-end load mutual fund, you pay 5 3/4% front-end load. 3 months later, I said, hey, Tom, this is a really hot mutual fund. Let's sell this one and buy this other one. You're paying another 5 3/4% right up front.
Okay.
So from the standpoint of a fiduciary, fee-based money management is in the best interest of the client, so that regardless of how many times that portfolio under active management needs to be repositioned, rebalanced, you're not paying the advisor a new fee. It removes any chance of churning the account for the advisor to take advantage of the investor.
So it's not commission-based. I mean, a fiduciary doesn't work that way.
It is not commission-based. That is correct.
Okay. All right. So the best thing that I could see after everything you just started telling me, find an expert who can, because whether it's active or passive, the expert can steer you the best way for yourself.
Absolutely, Tom. And one other thing, it could be that a hybrid strategy of some both active and passive might be the best thing for you. And coming into a professional that really is a fiduciary, that has a legal responsibility to do what's in your best interest, sit down and get all of your particulars in making recommendations for you is critical.
And there he is, with your interest in mind, Joe Latour.
Jamie Warner on Ozarks First. First in weather. First for you.
News Nation Tuesday. President Donald Trump addresses our nation in the first State of the Union of his second term. And News Nation is the only network to cover it with respect for all Americans. Diverse voices, honest perspective, with the best political team anywhere to break it down. All part of America's new prime time. Special State of the Union coverage begins Tuesday, 6/5 Central on News Nation. News for all Americans.
Kicks it out. Steps back. Puts it up. Swish.
Bet all your favorite player props on FanDuel. All customers choose your own reward today.
Life is full of big moments and the small steps that get you there. At Multiply Credit Union, every deposit means momentum. Every loan, a door opened. Each one, another step towards what's possible. Multiply Credit Union. Grow together. Live fully. Be more.
Searching for back pain relief? iSense does that. 84% of iSense sleepers reported back pain relief sleeping on our award-winning smart beds made right here in Springfield. Our Comfort Control technology lets you adjust each side of the bed for you and your partner with a touch of a button for perfect support and comfort. Take control of your comfort. Visit our Springfield store today.
Chef Daniel is back from Italy with amazing new flavors. At Salvatore's in Ozark, enjoy authentic Italian dishes made from scratch, including our famous homemade pasta and savory gluten-free sauces. We've combined your Ozark favorites with exciting Italian inspirations. From raviolis to baked pastas, everyone will find something to love. Experience Italy in Ozark at freshsalvatores.com.
Austin Hill aims for his third straight Atlanta win, while the rest of the field looks to keep him out of the winner's circle.
He's done when I get to him.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, this Saturday at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific on the CW.
Draw our teeth.
No missed platforms, right? Oh my God. Are you kidding?
Tonight on Ozarks First, Fox 49.
One has to wonder what the trajectory of Michael's life would have been like had he not been burned in 1984.
And after that, he started developing this addiction.
Every single aspect of his life was impacted, and not in a good way.
Tonight on Ozarks First, Fox 49.
It is time for our monthly Springfield Regional Arts Council Local Artist Spotlight. And today we are so happy to welcome Carrie Colvin, whose motto is, if it is paintable, I'll paint it.
I love that.
Motto.
Yeah, we're in.
There you go. So
Right
Carrie,
here.
take us through your art journey. When did you start? Where do you draw inspiration from? You know.
Well, I guess it started a long time ago in math class when I was drawing horses instead of doing
And I approve, because math is horrible.
Yes, we both approve of that.
But I started a decorative painting business almost 30 years ago. When I lived in Naples, Florida, I was a decorative painter there. I was also a display artist for anthropology. And I love painting anything paintable, as I mentioned, anything from walls and furniture to canvases. I love doing pet portraits.
Oh, well, we see some examples of your work over here. Kind of talk us through some of the work that you brought today, and then we'll get into some of the different things you do.
That sounds good. So this original is a small pencil drawing, and I had it expanded and printed and then embellished it with charcoal.
Oh, wow.
This is pretty much, this explains my passion. I love reading, writing, and illustrating for children. And so this one's titled Read, Write, Let Your Imagination Take Flight.
There we go. Just want to
Am
get
I
you
muffled?
Yep, there we go.
Thank
Your
you.
beautiful hair. There we go.
Thank you. And then this is called Rejuvenation. And I also wrote about it, so it has a companion piece with poetry.
Oh.
And an example of pet portraits.
Now, that pet portrait you're saying was your parents' dog?
Yes.
Oh, what was...
That was Zoe.
Zoe. I was going to say, that is the cutest little dog, cutest little pigtails. Oh, that's amazing. So did you work off a live model, or do you just need a photo?
A photo's fine.
Okay.
They don't move around as much.
That's true. Good point, Carrie.
And then you have this beautiful horse, which you said started in math class, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
So this one's titled The Overcomer. And one of the things, as much as I love painting, the common thread through all my paintings, hopefully people will find, is hope. But I also love exploring the dichotomies of life, the things that are difficult. And sometimes when we ask why, or they're just difficult to make it through, but when we do, most of the time we can find blessings. So I'm hoping that people keep hope in their hearts. And so that's what this symbolizes for me.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
And something I noticed, you know, just right here, but also when I looked at your website, the monarch butterfly, or just the butterfly. Is that like a symbol for something? Do you try to incorporate that in, you know, art that, you know, allows for it?
I find that it happens without me trying.
Really?
I love painting butterflies and the monarch. I do paint other butterflies, but I find myself 9 times out of 10 just going back to the monarch.
And we're looking at some great photos. And while we're on it, you were at the Creamery currently, and you have another show next month?
I am. Yes, I'm at the Creamery until the 26th. And then I'll be in the First Friday Art Walk at First and Calvary Church beginning on March 6th. And we'll have live music and food, and I'll have a larger breadth of my work there. I'll be able to show some of my passions for writing and illustrating for children. So I'll have a lot of my children's work there, and some more pet examples as well.
Oh, that's great. And did I see you gold leafing? Were you gold leafing in one of
Yes.
those? What types of art do you gold leaf? Or is it furniture? Or is it different types of pieces that you can...
Yes,
anything?
yes, and yes.
All of it.
All of it.
You like every single bit of that.
I even gold leafed some popcorn last month for a birthday party.
Really?
Did you really?
Yeah. I love working with gold leaf.
I love that.
But with the art, I know you have canvas. You mentioned something like furniture, anything that's paintable. Is there anything that stands out to you that you've created that you're just like, wow, I'm really proud of that piece of furniture, or wall art, or murals?
Oh gosh, I think my first experience with gold leaf is I was working in a mansion and gold leafing the crown molding in a home, and that was just so much fun. And I think that hooked me. So I enjoy embellishing furniture. This has gold leaf. This base is gold leaf.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so the base of that is gold leaf.
Yes. So I make these frames.
So 2 works of art in one.
Yes. Wow. So I make the frames and then mount the artwork within the floating frame.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And then a lot of my work, I will work over a gold leaf base. Like this one, it isn't entirely gold leafed. I have some where the canvas is entirely gold leafed, and then I paint on that. Oh. Or silver or copper. Yep. Sometimes I use a mottled leafing effect, which is a gold leaf that has been heated and it turns into, it's variegated. It's called variegated leaf. It's
wow.
Does that kind of melt it?
Pardon?
Does that kind of melt it when you heat it up? Or?
No, it just changes colors. Kind of like when you put a copper pot to the flame and it'll turn purple and all these wonderful shades of different colors.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So what is the best place for, our viewers to keep up with you in addition to, the Creamery till the 26th and then First Friday Art Walk? What about social media?
I am on social media. I'm on Instagram, and my handle is Carrie's Heart, C-A-R-R-I-S, Heart. And I'm on Facebook. You can find me under Carrie Colvin, or also The Creative Spectrum. And then, but probably the best way to find me is on my website, www.thecreativespectrum.com.
Thecreativespectrum.com.
Yes. And I am trying to be better with social media.
That's okay. You just keep creating art.
Exactly.
That's all you got to do.
You're too busy creating art to keep up with social media.
Yes. It's hard to do both.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Carrie.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. So good to see you.
I enjoyed it very much. Thank you.
All right. Well, Maddie and I are going to head on over to the couch.
Move over to the couch.
Here we go. Oh, look, we're sitting on... Oh, wait, are we switching sides? Okay, I was like, I'm going to be on the wrong side.
I made it difficult for you. Do you want to switch?
No. I'm fine now. Oh, I love her art. That's so fantastic.
I know. The pet portrait?
Yeah.
The fact that the dog's name was Zoe, that was my first dog. So.
Oh.
And we were just talking about her
just
earlier.
talking about that.
Okay, Zoe, if you're out there, send me a signal tonight in my dreams. Let me know you're watching.
Oh.
Did you ever get that when a dog passed? Would they come to you in your dreams?
Yeah, I still, we were talking to Misty Fry earlier about like your soul dog.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I love all my dogs, but I'm not gonna lie, I've had favorite dogs. Of course. I've had favorite dogs. My very first dog that passed was my favorite dog, Miss Gaga. She was like my right arm. Yeah. She was with me all the time. So when she passed, it was like, it's hard to even find that same bond with a dog. I love all my dogs, and some of them are clingier than others, but especially if they're really clingy, it's just like, you have that special bond with them. And that's why I feel. So yes, Miss Gaga has been in my dreams, but the first time was when my grandmother passed of breast cancer. She still comes to me in my dreams. Still. She'll still come in. I believe she's in heaven, but I do believe the subconscious and maybe the higher power up there comes to help. It comforts you. You know what I'm saying?
Just whenever you need it.
Just when I need it.
They pop in. They know just when to come in. So.
Yes.
All right, well, you guys, it's about that time. 9 a.m. And you got to switch over to Color 10 CBS to join us for the third hour of Unscripted. Tom Turton's coming in. We got a taste test.
I'm very full from that spaghetti
I told
roll.
you.
I ate too much.
Pearls.
This is bad. You're going to need a whole list of things to make this repair.
Can I see that?
National companies treat every home the same, with a laundry list of unnecessary work and items at a massive expense to you.
Better safe than sorry. Am I right?
At Smouse Brothers, we know that every home is unique and needs to be treated differently. Call the Smouse Brothers today for an honest estimate.
If you've been thinking your house may be sinking, get a Smouse under your house.
Leaky pipes, clogged drains, toilet or water heater troubles, all could be signs of bigger problems. Junior's Plumbing, your residential plumbing experts, are here to help. Fast, honest, and reliable service at reasonable prices. Always done right the first time. From drips to disasters, we fix it all. We're also offering low price specials on water heater replacements. Call Junior's Plumbing today or scan the toilet. Don't despair. Junior's there.
Thanks, Junior's Plumbing.
Yahtzee Custom Structures, a trusted barn builder since 2005. We specialize in post-frame buildings and custom-built homes. So if you're looking for a long-lasting and well-designed pole barn, a custom-built home, a hobby shop, or an elegant and durable barn dominium, give us a call. We even do commercial properties. We offer fully staffed crews to ensure customers' projects will be started and finished within a reasonable time frame. And we stock our own quality lumber and supplies, so there are no delays with third-party vendors. Your next building is closer than you think with Yahtzee Custom Structures.
Welcome to the Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, I'm Jordan Salisbury, the owner and founder of the Salisbury Real Estate Team and Salisbury Property Management. Born and raised here at Lake of the Ozarks, I've loved growing up here, and I'm now raising my young family here.
I don't see any fish.
I've been selling the lake for almost 20 years, and we specialize in selling and managing lakefront property. So whether you're buying like a local, staying like a local, we want you to live like a local.
Something wasn't working with my feet.
Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam.
They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
It still feels like he's gonna walk right in and sit down for dinner.
I even made his favorite this week.
Are you okay, Mom? Are you sure you're ready to do this again so soon?
Honey, there's no place I'd rather be right now than here with family. I was just worried I wasn't going to be able to do this anymore with the cost of the funeral, and it was so unexpected. But your dad, he always had a plan.
What do you mean?
He had a guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policy from United of Omaha Life Insurance Company. It really helped me with the expenses, and the payment came so fast.
But how was he able to qualify? With his health issues?
With United of Omaha, there were no health questions or medical exams. His acceptance was guaranteed.
If you are between 45 and 85, you automatically qualify for up to $25,000 in life insurance coverage, starting at just $6.38 a month with United of Omaha. Your acceptance is guaranteed. You cannot be turned down for any reason, and benefits may be paid within 24 hours. Unlike some policies, United of Omaha benefits are payable from day one. With one quick call, you can qualify for up to $25,000 in life insurance coverage.
But aren't those policies expensive? They had options for as little as $6.38 a month. Plus, it was so easy. I even signed up for a policy of my own, so you won't have to worry either. And with their rate lock guarantee, my rate is locked in for life. My coverage will never go down, and my premiums will never increase.
Help take care of your loved ones after you're gone with a guaranteed acceptance life insurance policy from United of Omaha today.
Call 800-616-7970. That's 800-616-7970. 800-616-7970. Call today.
From morning headlines to midday updates and nightly coverage you can trust, Ozarks First is with you all day to keep you informed. Ozarks First, first in news, first for you. Jesse Inman on Ozarks First, first in news, first for you.
Next stop, Sherry.
We're gonna have a real good time, feel good time. Ready, loud, enjoy your laughter all over the place. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time. It'll be so legendary. Sherry's got you feeling good.
And now, your host, Sherry Shepherd.
You know what? I just saw some news, and I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know if I should be excited or scared. Rap legend Uncle Luke said he's running for Florida's 20th Congress. Okay, this is not Deacon Uncle Luke. This is 2 Live Crew Uncle Luke. This is Doo-Doo Brown Uncle Luke. This is the man that gave us the classic, Me So Horny, Uncle Luke. Some of y'all met your baby daddy because of that song. If it wasn't for Uncle Luke, we wouldn't have songs like Scrub the Ground. Without Uncle Luke, the Tootsie Roll would just be a piece of candy. He gave us songs like Pop That P Word. He gave us songs like Throw That D Word and Hose. Uncle Luke's music is so nasty, he's literally the reason that they put parental advisory